Girls' names with the nickname Jo that aren't the obvious ones. By that I'm assuming you mean like Josephine, Joanna, Josie, anything like that. My first suggestion might be one of the obvious ones, but just in case I want to say anyhow, you could do a first and middle name pairing, the first name starting with J and the middle name starting with O. That gives you a lot more flexibility because you could do any J name, any O name, as opposed to trying to find a name with J-O already in there. But assuming you considered that, let's look outside the top 1,000 for some ideas. The first and probably my favorite is Marjorie. You've got J-O in the middle of there. It's not the most intuitive nickname that comes from Marjorie, but it is one of my favorites. I think Jo for Marjorie is really sweet, and then Marjorie gives her a lot of flexibility. As she grows older, she could be Marjorie if she wants to. She could stick with Jo or go with any of those other nicknames that come from Marjorie. Josette and Josiane are two of the Americanized pronunciations of French names that are pronounced more like Josette and Josiane, which you know I'm not good with any of the French names, but something in that realm. I think both of those could be really cute, and they're both outside the top 1,000. One I didn't realize was in the top 1,000 is the name Jovi. This one I feel like is familiar to a lot of people because of the movie Elf, but if you drop that E, a lot of people I think would assume you're a big Bon Jovi fan, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you feel about them. But really, I feel like any name that you've got like a soft J sound in the beginning of, you can get the nickname Jo because it's such a short nickname. So it doesn't have to be super intuitive. You don't need that J-O. So you could do like with Georgia. I think Georgia to Jo is a stretch, but it's not an unreasonable one. Same goes with names like Genevieve or Giovanna. With that soft J sound at the beginning, I think the flexibility is there. And it's as simple as like when she's little, being like, this is her name, this is what she goes by, and people catch on hopefully pretty quickly. I know there are always people stubborn about nicknames for whatever reason. This was definitely a tricky one. If anyone else has ideas on unconventional ways to get that nickname Jo, I would love to hear them. I hope everyone's having a great night.